Hey guys, today we're going to be talking a little bit about calculating pH, and it does involve math, so you will need a calculator. I'll talk about your calculator options here in a minute, but don't be scared. It's probably the easiest math you'll ever run into in chemistry. Here we have the formula for pH. It is pH equals the negative log of the hydrogen ion concentration. And that probably looks like a little bit of gibberish to you, so I'm going to explain what each part is. First up is pH. pH is just a scale that's used to measure how acidic or basic a solution is. It ranges from 0 to 14, with 0 to 7 being acids and 7 to 14 being bases. 7 right in the middle is neutral. You should have learned last week that acids are substances that produce hydrogen ions when dissolved in water. The hydrogen ions here are represented by H+. The brackets around the H+ mean that this is a concentration of hydrogen ions in a water solution. So its unit is going to be capital M or molar. And then the focus of this video today is going to be the log function, log. This is short for logarithm, which is a very simple algebraic function. Basically, it's the inverse of an exponent or undoing an exponent. Lucky for you, though, you don't actually have to know any of the algebra. We are simply going to use a calculator for our logarithms. This is going to be a real quick tutorial about how to use logarithms on the calculator. And I'm going to cover it for three different types of calculator. One is going to be the TI-84, which is what you typically use in school. The other is going to be on a generic phone calculator. Mine's Android. Sorry, you iPhone users, yours might be a little bit different. And then lastly, it's going to be the calculator that's provided by Google in just like a regular Chrome browser. To demonstrate, I'm just going to use a very simple logarithmic problem. I'm going to ask for the log of 2.86. The first option we have is the TI-84. On the TI-84, you're going to want to go to the left column of buttons. Under the x squared and above the ln is the button log. So you press log, and you can see it automatically opens up parentheses for you. And all you have to do is type in the number, 2.86 in this case. After you type that in, you close the parentheses, press enter, and your answer pops up, 0.456 with a bunch of decimals after that. Next up is your typical phone calculator. Now, log is not one of the standard functions. So for my phone, you have to swipe over, hit the log button, which will open up parentheses for you. Type in your number, 2.86, close the parentheses off, which is kind of unnecessary, but I do it. Press enter, and there's your answer, 0.456. If your phone doesn't let you swipe over, you might have to turn your phone sideways, where it'll show you a menu of all of the buttons. Hit log, type in your number, get the same answer, 0.456. And last up is the typical Google browser. You can just open up Chrome, type in calculator, and it's going to pull up a calculator that's fully functional right on that page. The log button is right there. Type in log 2.86, close your parentheses out, hit enter, same answer, 0.456. All right, now the trick is to apply this to pH. It's really very simple. We're going to use our formula, pH equals negative log of the hydrogen ion concentration. So it's really important here that you not forget your negative in your calculation. All we have to do is read the problem to find the hydrogen concentration and plug it in where the H+ goes in the formula. The question says to calculate the pH at 298 Kelvin of solutions having an ion concentration of H+ equals 1.0 times 10 to the negative fourth molar of HCl. So right there at the end is our hydrogen ion concentration, 1.0 times 10 to the negative fourth. We're going to take that number and plug it in for the hydrogen ion concentration. After substituting, our equation will look like pH equals negative log of 1.0 times 10 to the negative fourth. And that'll end the brackets. And all we have to do is input that into the calculator. A real quick thing to note that might trip you up is that you need to have brackets or parentheses around your number when you take the log of it. Otherwise, it's only going to take the log of 1 and then multiply that answer by times 10 to the negative fourth. So make sure you use brackets or parentheses. Once you get all that typed into your calculator, making sure to include that negative in front of log, you should get that the pH of this solution is equal to 4. Now, it's not actually a part of this question, but it will come up later on in the practice. So we're going to go ahead and look at this pH and determine if it's an acid, a base, or neutral. In the beginning, we said that 0 to 7 were acids, 7 to 14 were bases, and 7 is neutral. Now this falls in the 0 to 7 range, so it is going to be an acid. Great job, we finished that problem. That's really all there is to it. We are going to look at one more question just so you guys can make sure you have it, and also so you can see one of the other ways that this question could be worded. This question is asking us to find the pH of the following acidic solution, and the solution is a 0.001 molar solution of hydrochloric acid. Right off the bat, we should recognize that our answer should be somewhere from 0 to 7 because this is an acid. We're going to start off once again with our formula, which is pH equals the negative log of the hydrogen ion concentration. And we're going to go back and read the question and try to find that concentration. It's right there at the beginning, 0.001 molar. Now all we have to do is pop that number right into our formula for hydrogen ion concentration, or H+. So you can write down pH equals negative log of 0.001. And then all you have to do is type that into the calculator. When all is said and done, you should end up with the pH of 3. Which makes sense because this is an acid and acids fall in that 0 to 7 range. Hope this helps you guys out a little bit. If you still have questions, you can definitely email us or come to office hours. Links are on the website for that. Stay safe, and we miss you guys.